Let's set up my Franken planner for June. Hi everyone, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, I welcome you and I hope you'll stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, it's time to set up our Franken planners for June. I have just a couple of minor changes, nothing to my lineup, but I do have some extra little things that I've added in May, mid-month. So I'll carry those forward to June and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But for now, I thought we would go ahead and just give y'all a quick little show. This is what I've currently got. This is a classic happy planner. I've got 6 planners in here. And then I'm going to be moving into this cover. And I'm going to use this notebook for my planner cover. And this is my cover. Y'all know what I mean. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. I did bring over a sheet of paper to try and hide some of the glare, but the first thing I'm going to do is pull off these covers. This is from the KellOfAPlan Lemon Love KellOfAPlan box that released last year, and it's a really cute little monthly planner, but I'm going to use these covers as my planner cover this month. And I'm also going to use this pen. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And I'm going to be switching my discs out. So let me go ahead and open my current planner so that we can get started. So I guess I'll start out by removing my current covers from the front and back. This has been a great little cover. It's really soft. I've loved having it. And I definitely see more of these in my future. This was the KellOfAPlan snap cover, if anyone's interested in that. So for now, I think I'm going to set my current Franken planner. You can see it's nice and thick. I'm going to set this one over to the side. I'm going to fold the front back, though, so I can work with it a little better. And that one's going to be over here. And then I've got my planner stack over here to my left, so I'll be grabbing from that. So let's go ahead and start out by putting these discs on. I did grab this little sheet of paper just to try and block that glare for y'all. So normally on my covers, I'll do 3 different colors and, you know, just rotate them. But these colors this time are a little bright, as is the this cover here and then my main cover. So I think I'm going to be adding some actually, I shouldn't have put that there. I'm going to be putting a white disc every other. So hopefully that'll tone it down just a little. We shall see. Time will tell. But yeah, it only takes a second to get the discs on here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, if you're new to Franken planning is where you take a, let me put these here while I talk. You take a different planners and you kind of build your own to make a single planner that works for you. So like I've got 6 planners here. There's no way I'm walking around with 6 planners in my backpack every day. So I'll just, you know, pull out bits and pieces and make my own. And then I'm only carrying 1. So right now I'm loving how my discs are looking with these covers. So let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. I'm gonna leave this here, I guess, temporarily, and we'll do a walkthrough once I get finished. Pardon my reach, but I am gonna have to come over here and grab. So the first planner in my Franken planner is my work planner. And currently I am using the Simply Layout by the Happy Planner. And that is going to end in June. June will be the last month. So the reason this little April page is here is because when the planner started, they gave you a few different extra months so you could start right away. So this just happens to be printed on the back of the 2025 calendar. That's why I've kept that there. So I am going to pull what I'm going to refer to my big planners that are on my shelf. I'm going to be referring to these throughout the video as my shelf planner. And I'll try to remember to tell y'all what it is. So for work, I'm using the Simply Layout by the Happy Planner. And like I said, this one is about to run out. So all I need to do back here really is just go to the back and flip to June. And I'm going to put April back in my shelf planner. And normally what I like to do is keep 2 months of my work planner. And we'll talk about this as we go along. I'll keep 2 months of my work planner and, 3 months of my other planners. So I've removed April from my current catch-all, but I am going to bring May over because I do like to keep 2 months. So here's May. And then I'll go into my shelf planner and I'll pull the month of June. So that's going to be this one here. And how cute is this divider? I hope this is in frame for y'all. Okay, so here's June. And this is going to go into my Frankenplanner. And now that will complete my work planner. So I'll just turn these pages forward and we'll move the shelf planner out of the way, and we're done with this one until next month. Okay, next up, I can remove this page now. Next up is going to be my catch-all planner. And my catch-all planner is really my main hub for everything. And for that one, I'm using the happyplanner vertical layout. This is the fruit and flora planner. It's an 18-month planner that I picked up on clearance. So I have taken out the months that did not apply to me, and I've got everything else in here. So for this one, I want to, first of all, I need to grab my dashboard out of my current planner and put this in here. And these little dashboards came from KellOfAPlan. I know she recently had these on clearance. They may have sold out, but I can give y'all a little hint. She does design these to match her planners. So when she does her planner launch in the fall, she's probably going to be reintroducing some new dashboards. So keep an eye out for those. Okay, so for this one, we are going to keep my name page. I'm going to grab that out of here. Sorry for the reach, but I'm going to grab my name page and bring that over. And I realize that this says January, February, March, but I have to keep that in there because it's glued to my 2025 page. So that'll stay there. And we are going to put April back in the shelf planner. So let's get this one ready. And I am pulling April and putting it back in here. And I'm going to try to put, the whole month at one time. They get a little thick once they're decorated. So y'all look at this. I have not decorated this May currently page. I wanted to do a pleasantly planned spread, so stay tuned. I may end up doing a little back planning session on that. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull May from my current planner and put this in here because I like to keep, this is one of the planners where I like to keep last month, this month, next month. So we pulled out April. We're going to keep May. I do already have June in here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm getting a little confused. This Franken planning is big business, y'all. Okay, I removed April. I'm going to keep May because that is going to be my prior month. I'm bringing June over because it is my current month. And because I'm planning to do a planner refresh in July, I'm not going to bring the entire month of July over from my shelf planner. I'm just going to bring the little divider and the calendar page. And we will revisit when we set up our July Franken planners. So that's going to be everything for my catch-all planner. And now I can put this one back on the shelf until July. Okay, next up in my Franken planner is my social media section. Again, I've got a KellOfAPlan dashboard. And here's a new addition. I've got some extra little pages here. I'm going to go ahead and bring these forward. I'm trying to jump in on a YouTube loop group that is sponsored by Creatively Lisa Marie. So I've printed her pages just so I'll know when it's time for me to jump in on that. And we can talk about that more later. Okay, for social media, I'm using the KellOfAPlan dashboard planner. I am loving this planner. So let me see. I need to pull April. So I'm going to reach into my current Frankenplanner. I'm going to pull April in its entirety and put it back on my shelf planner because I'm finished with that one. I'm going to bring May over into my Frankenplanner that I'm setting up now for the month of June, because in this one I also like to keep this month, last month, this month, next month. I don't know why I get so tongue-tied. I do these videos every month. You think I'd be used to it by now. But anyway, so there is May. Okay, here's another little change up I had to do. I am an affiliate for KellOfAPlan, and we've been real busy. So I brought in a little monthly tab from a Happy Planner daily layout. You'll see it shortly. But I brought that over so I could kind of keep a separate little calendar for my affiliate responsibilities. So we're keeping May. I'm bringing over June, because that's, like I said, that's going to be my current month in this Frankenplanner. And then I've also got those little June pages in here for affiliate tasks for the month of June. Okay, for July, I'm only going to bring over the initial starter pages, which will be the little divider and the monthly calendar. And that's just so that I can see at a glance for future planning purposes. That's why I like to keep next month. Okay, so we are finished with our little shelf planner now, and I'm going to set this one aside. Okay, here is the undated that I told you I was pulling those extra little pages from. So I need to go ahead and pull the next tab out of here, and this will be for July pre-planning. And you can see it's just an undated calendar. So I'm going to grab this little tab, and I will label it July. And I'm going to bring over some of these blank daily pages. Since I had orange in here last time, you only have the choice of orange or blue in here. So I'm going to bring over a few blue pages. So I think 4 should be more than enough. Actually, I'm only going to bring over 3 because I will use front and back. And now we're finished with this little guy until next month. Now next month, I'm going to be pulling the last divider out of there, so I will probably have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Okay, what did I just do with that divider? It's right here. No, that's June. Here it is. I stuck it in the front. I meant to put it in the back. Okay, so there's my July calendar, and now here is going to be my little section for affiliate tasks, which will also be for July. I hope this is making sense to y'all. Like I said, we'll go through it again at the end, and y'all can shoot me any questions in the comments box, comment section down below. Okay, so next up in my catch-all planner is a gratitude and hand lettering section. Again, I've got a dashboard from KellOfAPlan. I will bring over my name page and put that in here. Now in this hand lettering planner, I only need 2 months because I like last month so that I can look back at it, and then I like the current month. So for this one, I'm also using a clearance planner from Happy Planner. This is the horizontal layout. It's called Exotic Fleur. And for this one, we need to pull June. So I'm just going to flip to June. That is a gorgeous divider. I'm going to put April back in here because that one is finished. I'm going to bring May from the current catch-all planner and put it in the newest current catch-all planner, the one for June. I'm having a problem getting these on here for some reason. Okay, so there's May. And let's add June. Now in this one, I will not bring over the July calendar because I don't really pre-plan my lettering or gratitude. I think I might be making a little change to my to this planner going forward starting in July. But for June, we're going to stick with it. So we're finished with this one now. And we will put him aside. This thing's getting fat, y'all. It's a good thing we're getting to the end. Okay, my final section in this planner, or I should say my final planner section, is reading. Again, this is a KellOfAPlan dashboard. These were in her seasonal set last year. Now for book club reading, I don't really make any changes to this section. I thought I would be using the whole planner, but as it turns out, I'm only really using the book club pages. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those over because I do like to jump in on the book club meetings when I have the opportunity. And then the last planner section, I think I said this was the last planner section. I guess I told the story. My last planner section is actually budget. And I do keep a digital budget, but I like to keep calendar pages in here so that I can see, you know, when I've paid something or something's coming due. But for this one, I'm using an old clearance planner from the Happy Planner. This is a dashboard layout. This one actually started out as a social media planner when I first started YouTube. But now that I'm using the KellOfAPlan social media, I've kind of converted this over to bill tracking. So let's get back here. And we are going to remove April from my May Frankenplanner and put it back in here. And also on this one, I only keep 2 months, not 3. And that's just so I can, you know, keep up with, you know, where the money's going and how things are changing. So let me grab May from my May Frankenplanner. And I'm going to put it in here because it will, it'll be my reference point. I had already pulled June and stuck it in my May planner. So I'm also going to bring that over because now we are headed into June. So here's June. And I'm only going to bring over the July calendar page because I don't really need those daily pages yet. I just need the monthly just so I can, you know, map things out. So we're going to grab July, put that in here, and then we'll be finished with this shelf planner. So he can go back to the side. Okay, now that's it for actual planners. I do keep a little hobby section in the back. I do have a dashboard for that. Shocker, it's a KellOfAPlan dashboard. This one was from the Brilliant Blooms planner collection. I don't have that planner, but I did purchase the dashboards. Okay, and in here, I just keep some little miscellaneous things. I'm going to pull it out. Well, it might tear. I better just grab a little. So I just have like a little crochet tracker and then a few blank sheets of paper, just in case I have you know, a bright moment and I need to make a note. I usually will keep notes in my phone, but sometimes it's better for me to just write them down. So let me bring over the last of these little papers. I don't keep a lot of papers in here because, like I said, I do have my phone and I do keep a lot of notes in there. Okay, I'm going to take this piece of paper out now because I think we're safe from the glare. All right, so I am going to put aside the skeletal remains of my May Frankenplanner, and I will disassemble that and get that all back together. So what I wanted to add, I've been complaining, if y'all watch my social media weekly plan with me's, you'll know that I've got a very small workflow sticker, and I do complain quite often because it is it's quite small and, you know, it's very plain. So I decided to expand on it and make it a full sheet, and I've added a couple of extra columns. So I wanted to put that in here for June and also for July. So I need to think, let's see. I think I'll just put this one in the front of June. And right now, this is just printed on cheap copy paper. I will probably end up, if I like it and it works out for me, then I'll print it on some nicer paper. So, okay, so that is going to be the final addition to my June Frankenplanner. Let's put this in its case. Oh, I like that. I like these bright, vibrant colors. So this month I'm going to switch over to a planny theme cover. This is an older tropical cover. I've had this for a while. It looks like I need to clean it a little bit. But I love these things. It's got strings if you're a bujo person. But I can easily slip my Happy Planner into this back pocket. And I love that it's just easy to close up. It's easy to get this thing bulged out, y'all. I mean, look, I still have plenty of room in here. I hope that's looking good on camera. Not sure. Now, there's not a pin loop in here, so I did grab this pin also from that KellOfAPlan Lemon Love box. And I'll usually just kind of hang these back here. So I am using for July the Lemon Love covers. This came from a KellOfAPlan box last summer. And initially I will start out with my work planner. So I've got May in here and I've added June. And this is the Happy Planner Simply layout. It's like a dashboard, only you get 2 pages of this instead of that dashboard over here. So then we'll move into my personal planner. I'm keeping May. Excuse me. I'm keeping May. I've got June. And because I'm going to be doing a planner refresh in July, we only brought over the July monthly. But this planner is a Happy Planner vertical layout. So from there, we'll go into my social media. We talked about these already. This is a little YouTube loop group. And what that means is there are several YouTubers that will create a video based on the topic that Lisa Marie has chosen. And everyone will post a video and you'll watch one video and that person will tell you who's next in the list and they'll leave you a link to that person's video. And once you go through everyone's videos and watching their links and you get back to Lisa Marie, then you've completed the loop. So it's a great way to discover new YouTubers and maybe see some planning styles that you haven't really seen before. So I think it'll be pretty fun to do, and I plan to jump in on this every chance I get. So I am keeping May, and I've got June in here for the whole month. And then I added only the July pages, and this is, I forgot to show y'all, this is the KellOfAPlan dashboard planner. So you get a blank dashboard over here, whereas with the Happy Planner, they kind of give you the prompts, but this page is blank. And then you've got your weekly here. And I can't say enough good things about the KellOfAPlan planner. Her paper is top notch. I love it. So anyway, moving forward, we've got July. And for July, I only added the monthly page. And then I've also added a blank undated monthly from the Happy Planner. And these are just the daily sheets. And I'll use these to plan out my KellOfAPlan affiliate tasks that I need to get done. So after social, we move to gratitude and hand lettering. And on the monthly, I haven't filled this out, True Confessions, but I'm using the monthly for gratitude. And then I'm using the weekly for lettering practice. So this is one of the weeks in May. And I will do a full flip through of this once we complete second quarter. I'll get this together and do a full flip through for y'all. But in my hand lettering, I only keep last month and current month. So we've added June. This is the Happy Planner horizontal layout. This is the older style without the checklist. So I'm so glad I picked this up before they changed that, to add the checklist. Okay, from hand lettering, we're going to go into reading. And the only thing in here is I'm not really using the reading planner. I'm just kind of keeping the challenges and the bucket list and the book clubs so that I know when I need to join in on the book club and what we're reading and that kind of thing. I have not filled out any of these sheets. That's something that I would like to do. I just haven't made the time to do it. Lastly, as far as planners go, we've got my little budget section. And this is just an old it's not outdated. It was an old clearance Happy Planner. This is the dashboard layout. And yeah, I'll just fill in, like I'll put on the monthly when the bill is due. I'll put when it's due here, and then on the weekly pages, I'll just notate like my confirmation number and, you know, when it was paid and that kind of thing. And for that one, I do only keep 2 months. So May is in here and June, but I did add the July calendar because when I, you know, start working through here, I may want to jump ahead and make a note for July. Okay, and then the last section in this planner is a little hobby section. I've just got a little crochet thing. I printed this off of, I think Daisy Cottage Designs had this. I have not been crocheting like I like to, but I've got a birthday blanket I need to finish, and I've got a baby blanket I need to start. So I've been working on them. I just haven't colored in the little chart. And then I've just got blank pages for little brain dumps and stuff. And then we're to the back. So anyway, guys, that is going to be my July Frankenplanner, or not July, my June Frankenplanner setup. And I'm real excited to get back into this planny thing cover. I love her covers. I'm hopeful that she'll put some more of these out. One of the main things I like about them is they are so expandable. I don't really have to feel like I need to restrict myself. If I've got something I need to shove into the pocket, there's plenty of room for it. But anyway, guys, that is going to be my video for my June Frankenplanner setup. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't cause too much confusion. Like I said earlier, I don't know why I get so tongue-tied when I do these things, but I do. I guess it's because I have to stop and slow down and think about it for a minute. But, you know, if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that's kind of the normal routine around here. But speaking of that, if you've been around my channel and you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you'd go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, please go on and click that like button. If you've got any questions, leave me a comment down below and we can talk about it. And if I'm not able to answer your question, I'm sure someone else in the community can. But guys, y'all have a great day. Welcome to June, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.